Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Edson Ochoa, and today I will be talking about Ford Motor Company. Ford Motor Company was incorporated in 1903 by Henry Ford. Currently, the CEO of Ford Motor Company is Mark Fields, who took over on May 1st, 2014, replacing Alan Mulally, who would retire on July 1st, 2014. Alan Mulally was CEO of Ford Motor Company since September 5th, 2006, coming in from Boeing. Ford Motor Company's current mission statement is the One Ford Initiative program. One Ford, according to Alan Mulally, who came up with this initiative, was the unification of all of Ford Motor Company's divisions, including Ford of North America, Ford South America, Ford of Europe, Ford of Asia, Ford Australia, etc., etc. What this would bring was the unification of design elements and production for all markets that would appeal to all markets, but still would be indistinctively Ford Motor Company. They also wanted to create products that would compete in terms of quality, in terms of performance, and many other benchmarks with the most reputable European manufacturers. Currently, Ford Motor Company, according to their 10K report, the number of dealerships that Ford Motor Company has is 11,980. 10,938 are Ford exclusive dealerships. 869 are Ford Lincoln partnerships, and only 173 are Lincoln specific dealerships. In 2014, Ford Motor Company's market share in the United States was 14.7%, which went down from 15.7% in 2013. However, their sales numbers per million units went up to 16.8 million units sold in 2014 compared to 15.9 million in 2013. These past few years came with a number of changes in Ford Motor Company. As stated before, Alan Mulally retired as the CEO, having Mark Fields, who was in charge of North American operations, to take over the CEO position. Another difference, another change brought to Ford Motor Company was that Ford Racing became Ford Performance. Ford Performance is basically the global operations now of motorsports, including the RSST departments of Ford of Europe, SVT in North America, and all motorsports teams, including NASCAR. Financially, Ford Motor Company is doing really well. Current Ford stock is at 15.87 per stock on the New York Stock Exchange. According to their information, it is up 2.35% from year to date. CNN Money predicts that the stock will continue to grow. They expect their earnings for Ford Motor Company will grow this year by 37.81%. They also forecast that the earnings in the next 5 years will grow about 15%. Now, Ford Motor Company recently released their first quarter earnings. They reported that they have achieved a pre-tax profit of $1.4 billion with a net income of $924 million. One of the strengths of Ford Motor Company, I feel, has been right now they're striving for good customer service as far as any problems that might appear in their vehicles. They recently just had a recall for a minor problem before it became a major problem and causing injury or death of the customers. Weaknesses, I've always thought that the dealership system has been a weakness. Some of them go into shady practices as far as giving outrageous markups on their cars, which just isn't fair for the consumers and drives away potential sales. As far as operations, I really do like how they're trying to lure the Hispanic community to buy their products with all these promotions. As far as threats, I've always felt that the oil prices are the biggest threat since now they're coming back up. How is that going to affect the F-150 and the Ford Mustang, which rely on V8 engines and is the flagship of Ford Motor Company? So in conclusion, I feel that Ford Motor Company is a really stable company, really stable financial wise. They have a clear direction of where they want to go, and right now they're striving for the greatest quality that consumers can buy.